Did you know that the bacteria living in your gut right now are literally controlling your ability to focus? I'm talking about trillions of microorganisms that are sending signals directly to your brain, determining whether you'll have laser-sharp concentration today or feel like you're swimming through mental fog. What I'm about to share with you will completely change how you think about your digestive system and your mental performance. Most people treat their gut and their brain like they're completely separate systems. You eat something that upsets your stomach, you take an antacid. You can't concentrate, you drink more coffee. But here's what's absolutely mind-blowing. Your gut contains more nerve cells than your spinal cord, and it's constantly communicating with your brain through what scientists call the gut-brain axis. This connection is so powerful that researchers now refer to your digestive system as your second brain. Today we're diving deep into 11 strange and fascinating ways your gut health is secretly sabotaging or supercharging your mental clarity. Some of these connections are so unexpected that even doctors are just beginning to understand them. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to optimize your digestive wellness to unlock levels of focus and cognitive performance you never thought possible. And if you're new here, welcome to our Wellness Signals community. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because the information we share could save your life. Let's start with something that happens to millions of people every single day, but almost nobody connects it to their gut health. Have you ever noticed that your brain feels foggy about an hour after eating certain meals? This isn't just because blood sugar is being diverted to digestion. Your gut bacteria are actually producing neurotransmitters that directly affect your ability to think clearly. When you eat processed foods or foods you're sensitive to, harmful bacteria in your gut multiply rapidly. These bacteria produce toxins called lipopolysaccharides that trigger inflammation throughout your entire body, including your brain. This inflammation literally impairs the connections between your neurons, making it harder for electrical signals to travel efficiently. The result? That frustrating mental cloudiness that makes even simple tasks feel overwhelming. But here's where it gets really interesting. The beneficial bacteria in your gut, when they're thriving, produce gamma-aminobutyric acid, better known as GABA. This is the same neurotransmitter that anti-anxiety medications try to enhance artificially. When your gut bacteria are producing adequate GABA naturally, your mind becomes calmer and more focused. It's like having a built-in relaxation and concentration system. The second strange effect involves something called the vagus nerve, which is essentially a superhighway between your gut and your brain. This nerve carries more information from your gut to your brain than from your brain to your gut. When your digestive system is inflamed or imbalanced, it sends stress signals through the vagus nerve that put your brain into a state of hypervigilance. Your mind starts jumping from thought to thought, unable to settle into deep focus because it thinks there's a threat that needs attention. People with compromised gut health often describe feeling wired but tired. Their minds are racing, but they can't channel that mental energy productively. This happens because inflamed gut bacteria are essentially hijacking your stress response system, keeping your brain in fight or flight mode when it should be in a calm, focused state. Here's the third connection that will blow your mind. Your gut bacteria directly control the production of serotonin, and 90% of your body's serotonin is actually made in your digestive system, not your brain. Most people think of serotonin as the happiness neurotransmitter, but it's also crucial for cognitive function and mental clarity. When gut bacteria are imbalanced, serotonin production becomes erratic, leading to mood swings that make sustained concentration nearly impossible. The fourth effect is something scientists call leaky gut syndrome, and it has a direct impact on what's known as leaky brain syndrome. When the lining of your intestines becomes damaged from poor diet, stress, or medications, toxins and undigested food particles leak into your bloodstream. These particles eventually reach your brain, where they cause inflammation and interfere with neurotransmitter function. The result is brain fog, difficulty remembering words, and a general feeling that your thinking is slower than usual. Number 5 will surprise you because it involves your sleep quality. Poor gut health disrupts the production of melatonin, which isn't just important for sleep but also for cognitive recovery. During deep sleep, your brain clears out metabolic waste through something called the glymphatic system. When gut problems interfere with sleep quality, this cleaning process becomes less efficient, leaving your brain cluttered with toxins that impair next-day performance. The sixth connection involves blood sugar regulation in a way that most people never consider. Certain gut bacteria help regulate how quickly glucose enters your bloodstream after meals. When these bacteria are depleted, you experience more dramatic blood sugar spikes and crashes. These fluctuations don't just affect your energy levels, They directly impact your brain's ability to maintain steady focus throughout the day. Here's number 7, and this one involves the production of short-chain fatty acids by beneficial gut bacteria. These fatty acids cross the blood-brain barrier and act as fuel for brain cells, particularly in regions responsible for attention and working memory. People with diverse, healthy gut microbiomes produce more of these brain-boosting compounds, while those with poor gut health are essentially starving their brains of premium fuel. The 8th effect relates to histamine production. Certain gut bacteria produce histamine, and when these bacteria overgrow due to dietary imbalances, histamine levels become elevated throughout your body. High histamine doesn't just cause allergic reactions, it also creates a state of mental hyperarousal that makes deep, sustained thinking extremely difficult. Your brain feels scattered and reactive rather than calm and focused. Number 9 involves the gut's role in detoxification and how this affects mental performance. Your gut bacteria help break down and eliminate toxins from your body. When gut health is compromised, toxins accumulate and many of them are neurotoxic, meaning they specifically damage nerve cells. Over time, this toxic burden impairs cognitive function, making it harder to think clearly and maintain mental stamina throughout the day. The 10th connection is fascinating because it involves your gut bacteria's influence on dopamine production. Dopamine is crucial for motivation and sustained attention, and certain strains of beneficial bacteria actually produce dopamine precursors. When your gut microbiome is healthy and diverse, you naturally have better motivation and find it easier to maintain focus on challenging tasks. Poor gut health leads to dopamine deficiency, making everything feel more difficult and less rewarding. Finally, the 11th effect involves circadian rhythm disruption. Your gut bacteria follow their own daily rhythms, and these rhythms influence your brain's circadian clock. When you eat at irregular times, consume processed foods, or have bacterial imbalances, these gut rhythms become disrupted. This throws off your brain's natural energy cycles, leading to cognitive performance that peaks and crashes at unpredictable times rather than following a healthy, sustainable pattern. Now that you understand these connections, let's talk about what you can do about them. The most powerful intervention is diversifying your gut bacteria through fermented foods like kefir, sauerkraut, and kimchi. These foods introduce beneficial bacteria that produce the neurotransmitters and compounds your brain needs for optimal function. Prebiotic foods are equally important because they feed the good bacteria already in your system. Garlic, onions, asparagus, and green bananas contain fibers that beneficial bacteria love. When you feed these bacteria properly, they reward you with enhanced mental clarity and sustained focus. Reducing inflammatory foods is crucial. Processed sugars, refined grains, and foods you're sensitive to create an environment where harmful bacteria thrive. Even if you're adding good bacteria, you won't see improvements if you're simultaneously feeding the bad ones. Intermittent fasting can be incredibly powerful for gut-brain health because it gives your digestive system time to repair and reset. During fasting periods, beneficial bacteria populations can rebalance and inflammation levels decrease throughout your body, including your brain. The connection between your gut and your mental clarity is one of the most exciting frontiers in health science. By treating your digestive system as the neurological powerhouse it actually is, you can unlock cognitive performance that goes far beyond what caffeine or supplements alone can provide. Your gut bacteria are literally your partners in mental performance. Treat them well, and they'll reward you with the clear, focused thinking you've been searching for. Start implementing these strategies today, and prepare to be amazed by what your optimized gut-brain connection can do for your mental clarity and overall cognitive performance.